Ickles. Welcome everyone to episode 692 of the Daily Mother. Whoa, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleazecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and they are large and in charge. Today was Chesticles Day. I did my titties. I wailed on my man tits. I wailed on my man tits, on my beast tits. And now I'm back. I ate. I am satisfied. And we are talking nutrition today because my post today got everyone triggered. Got some people triggered. Got some people, well, I would say some stupid people not reading my post descriptions, but let's get into it because I know a lot of people want to talk about nutrition all the time. And nutrition is one of the simplest things you could ever overcomplicate when it comes to fitness. It's literally super fucking simple. And it's literally the most overblown and overanalyzed aspect of the fitness industry because of the green, the monies. There's a lot of money at stake. Big fucking surprise. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of polarizing perspectives because people are making money hand over fist, taking your hard-earned green and trying to sell you some fucking trash to get your nutrition on track, to sell you a cleanse, to sell you a tea, to sell you some bullshit. So we're going to talk about that in a moment. So welcome to episode 692. Welcome on live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, also known as the Sleaze Book. So welcome on the Triple Live. If you are not subscribed on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Just because you're watching, that don't do me no favors. Mash the like button. Let everyone know that you're liking to watch the swole. You like the nipple pinching. And float some hearts and some biceps on Instagram. Tag someone. Do whatever the fuck you need to do to get more people in here, because today will be a excellent and legendary episode, in my opinion. IMO. So what's up, Facebook? Zach, Lena, Vince, what up? Holler for Adara. Lauren and Russell on YouTube. Sweet. We got, was that Big Nilla Gorilla? Ooh, we got a Vanilla Gorilla. Is that true? Vanilla Gorilla? Isn't that a silverback? It's all good. You're welcome. Vanilla Gorilla. Midlife Muscle. Holla. Yo. Iron Tusks. Interesting names coming up. What up, my swole? What's up, fam? All right, so let's get into this. Remember, you can catch all the episodes SoundCloud and Apple Podcast. All the latest. I was behind a couple episodes, but they're all up. So if you haven't caught the latest episodes, they're all online. They're all available. And so let's just jump right into the bee's knees, or the knit's tits, as it were. And the post that I did on Instagram, I've been talking about calories today and counting calories, and I also actually shared the post on Facebook, and I said that calorie counting is the greatest trick the devil ever pulled. And I wanted to say, like, if you believe in that kind of thing, and kind of like a play on the devil, religion, and also, calorie counting. Get it? See what I did there? All right, fine. But let's talk about calories. And those of you that read the post and didn't read the caption, shame on you, because if you follow me on any platform, you know that my captions really break down everything. So if you're not reading the caption, you're not seeing the fucking post, because that's like literally the entire thing. So let me clarify. Let me clarify what's going on, and then I'll field some questions. Now, what I do here is expose bullshit, tell you the truth, and tell you the truth as I see it, and tell you the reality and the experiences that I've had personally and professionally. I've had a long, illustrious career in training in the field and opening gyms, consulting for gyms, educating nationally, teaching certifications, writing kinesiology courses. Like, I've done it all with corrective exercise, yoga, all of it. I have a extremely well-rounded background in fitness, not to mention I practice everything I preach, or I preach what I practice. Literally, this is my personal experiences. So when you are educating people and you're teaching people anything, right? Think about math, right? Let me crack my neck here a little bit. Let's get started. Think about math, right? You don't start teaching calculus to a 5-year-old. What do? You give them blocks, and you see, okay, oh, 1 plus 1 is 2, like fucking Sesame Street shit. 2 plus 2 is 4, the basics. You start people off with the basics. Why? Because it's a foundation. You teach children how to count the basics before you get into high level mathematics, right? You don't start them off with algebra. When it comes to nutrition, what we are doing is we are starting with algebra. We're starting with calculus. By promoting with nutrition to people that don't have their shit together, people that are having digestive issues, people that are having stubborn fat loss, people that are really having issues with nutrition, we are starting them off with the algebra, with the calculus. And the problem with that is evident. People are failing with their diets, people are not getting the results they want. And what is benefiting from all these failures? What is benefiting from all these failures? The industry, the health, the medical industry, and the fitness industry with supplements, with medication, with nutritionists, like whole fucking careers are built around this shit. Registered dietitians, nutritionists. You could figure this fucking shit out yourself. You just don't put in the effort to learn it. And the information wasn't always so accessible because we didn't have the interwebs, but now we do. So it's all accessible on your phone. Literally, you can reach into your pocket and get all this information. I'm just giving it to you in one place, one spot, and that's why you're here. So, what are we teaching people, right? What are we encouraging people to do? By telling them to count calories. That calories is the most important thing. Now, I'm not discounting any laws of science. Like, yes, a calorie is a unit of energy, but 99.9% of you don't even know what the definition of a calorie is. And the definition of a calorie, I mean, give or take, maybe I'm going to misnomer a little bit, is the amount of energy required to raise 1 gram of water 1 degree centigrade, I believe. I believe it's a gram, not a kilogram, right? So that's what a calorie is. That's what a calorie technically is. That's a definition. So 200 calories of an avocado is not the same as 200 calories of bread. 200 calories of pure sugar is not the same as 200 calories of grass fed beef. They're not the same. They're not the same because the body doesn't process them the same. They are not the same. So, so, when you are educating people about nutrition, when you're teaching someone who does not know, when you're trying to help someone help themselves. So there's the difference. There's two types of people in this industry. There's 99% of one, and I look at myself as the 1%. There's 99% of people that are trying to sell you something by giving you the answer. And there's a few people in my corner that are trying to teach you how to help yourselves, or giving you the information so you can educate yourselves and you can make the right decisions for yourself. That's why I don't do diet plans. I will educate you on nutrition. And like I said before, my free online training, the Anti-Diet Workshop, is launching this weekend, probably Monday at the latest. So stay tuned for that. I'll give you all a link. And like I mentioned yesterday, those of you that are in Swolenormous X will have access to it in your workshop section. So that is just education. It's edumafucking-cation. I'm teaching you how to figure this out on your own, where you don't have to spend thousands of dollars at a doctor's office, getting allergy tests, getting all these fucking exams done. You don't have to go buying these fucking diet programs that are just cookie cutter shits you find on fucking line in a PDF format on an Excel spreadsheet that aren't designed for your body. We are not all the same. Just because we have arms and legs, we are not all the same. Yes, we have different color skin and different sized noses and different, color hair and all that shit. But we are not the same inside our bodies. We're pretty much walking bacteria farms. We're literally just trillions of bacteria that make up what looks like a human body. There's really not much to us but bacteria. So what you've cultivated in your body, genetics, don't forget, we're human beings. We don't know everything. We're still figuring a lot of this. We're still figuring a lot of this shit out. So how much of this is genetics? How much of this is the bacteria that we're cultivating through our entire lives? But you are different. We are all unique. Okay, we're all unique. We're all individuals, literally, because our bacterial profiles are completely different. Each person is completely different. So the issue with telling people that calories are the thing, calories are the thing. Let's see. To tell people that calories are what you need to pay attention to, that is the biggest fucking joke. That's the biggest fucking scam, and it makes the most money because you go buy low calorie foods. You go buy low calorie protein powders. You go buy low carb this. You go buy, all these different artificial foods that get you within a range, a macro range or this percentage. You get all these things. Now, does that mean that calories don't matter? Does that mean that when you eat more food, you're not getting more calories? And if you eat too many calories all the time, that you're not going to gain weight? Of course not. Of course not. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with science. I'm not saying there's anything against the laws of thermodynamics. I'm not saying there's anything against the conservation of energy. Those of you that think that's what I'm saying, you don't read. Either you're stupid, you're blind, or you're lazy because you're not actually reading what the fuck I'm putting down, or you're not listening to any of my content. The principle of where you start to build that foundation, where you start to build that foundation is not counting calories, because that's not the most important thing. Because of all the artificial foods, because of all the manufacturing, because of all the processing, we're getting at the core the wrong shit. We're eating the wrong fucking foods. So you are essentially weighing out and measuring different types of poison and wondering why you're not getting results. Oh, but I'm hitting my macros. Oh, I'm getting 2,000 calories a day. How come I'm not losing weight? Because your body is fucking swollen and your hormone profile is so fucking skewed. You're storing fat, you're retaining water because your body is under attack. That's literally what is going on. So it goes far beyond calories. Some people are more tolerant of bad foods. Some people have more inflammation from dairy than others. Some people have more inflammation from wheat and grains than others. Some people have more issues on certain things than others. We're all different. Like I said, everyone's going to have different amounts of issues from different foods. Not everyone's going to be the same. I just said everyone's very, very different, especially when it comes to reactions from food. Now, and that accounts for some of the reasons why, oh, but my friend drinks all this milk and he's leaner. Okay, some people can handle it. Some people's bodies can work around certain things better. He has more lactase enzymes in his system that can break it down, or who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? And who really cares? Who cares what your friend can do? Who cares what Joe Schmo online does? Reverse dieting, flexible dieting. It's cheating, it's laziness, and half these people are fucking juicing. And all these guys and these bodybuilders you see eating fucking In-N-Out burger and stuffing their face at Chick-fil-A, they're fucking taking tons of juice. They're taking steroids, and it's keeping them fucking leaner. It's keeping them more shredded. And they're just lying to you and omitting it on their social media profiles. So in addition to that, everyone is asking me, what do you think about cheat meals? This and the other. I don't give a fuck. Some people can cheat more often, some people can't. But the bottom line is you are going to react poorly to foods, whether or not it's 10 calories or 100 calories or 1,000 calories. 10 calories of one food might not give you raging diarrhea, but it's still not good for the body. And I've mentioned this before, a little bit of poison is still poison. However, it might not affect you as much as, let's say, a full plate of artificial sweeteners. Maybe a little bit won't affect you as much, but this compounds over time. And most of you are eating worse than you think you are, and it just builds up and builds up. So what I am saying is that to build a proper foundation, you absolutely 100% need to focus on eating the right foods first. You need to go through an elimination process. You need to figure out what foods you're allergic to. You have to, if you want to do it right. Now, can you cut corners and maybe get away with it by just counting calories? Sure. But you still might get cancer because you've been eating inflammatory foods your entire life and your body has been fighting inflammation nonstop every fucking day for 60 years. That's why people are getting cancer. That's why people are having issues. Cancer is not genetic. Very few cancers are genetic. I don't know if you've heard this. Very few cancers are genetic. Okay, if you have leukemia when you're 3, yeah, obviously that's a genetic defect. But very few cancers are actually genetic, they're environmental. They're how you eat, how you live your life, pollution, all these other issues. And to talk about exactly, Kyle, the body is no simple math equation, it's much more complex. It's much more complex and it's also much more simple. It's not like you can just add something like, oh, I need 2,500 calories. Let me just eat 2,000. I'll be fine. Well, if I eat 2,000 calories of ice cream, I'll lose weight. You might lose weight, but you're literally killing yourself because you're starving yourself of nutrients. And that's another part of the problem. If you are not consuming the right foods, you're not getting the right nutrients. And then you're going to go ahead and then cut calories. So now you're getting less calories from foods that are lacking in nutrients. And then you're literally having issues because you're not getting the proper nutrition. Nutrition, nutrients. See the similarities with the word nutrition, nutrients? It's not only the volume of calories, it's what those calories contain. It's not 2,000 calories of ice cream, 2,000 calories of gummy bears, 2,000 calories of pasta. It's what those calories contain. And that is the big scam, or that's the big shove it under the rug and just count calories. Because you get that number shoved in your face. All these decades, got milk? Milk does the body good? No, it doesn't. It's not a good source of calcium. No, it's not strong, good for your bones. Milk is fucking shit. It's marketing. It's marketing. It's marketing like Coca-Cola. It's marketing like Nike, like Adidas. It's marketing like Toyota. It's fucking commercials. Those are advertisements. You're advertising a food. You don't see advertisements for broccoli. When's the last time you saw a fucking kale advertisement? They're trying to push milk on you. Why? Because they're going to kill these cows for burgers. Well, we can suck milk out of them too. Let's push that shit. It's a big marketing scam, and it has skewed everyone's mind to think that the number is what makes a difference because they put it all over the front. They put it all over the back. They put it on the nutrition label. 200 calories, 2,000 calorie a day diet. Where does that fucking number come from? That's completely arbitrary bullshit based on a 2,000 calorie a day diet. Who the fuck eats 2,000 calories? No one does. You know why? Because everyone's fucking fat. Big shocker. Everyone's fat. No one's eating 2,000 calories. No one's eating 2,000 calories. Who the fuck eats 2,000 calories? You know, and then you get these extreme diets and people eating 1,000 calories. You're not, I mean, you're killing yourself if you're eating 1,200, 1,500 calories. You're an adult female or male. There's no way on fucking planet Earth you should be consuming that few calories. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you starving yourself? You're starving yourself. And why is it, tell me this, fam. Why does it feel like you're starving yourself? Why do these diets and these calorically restricted diets, why are they so hard to stick to? Because they're not giving you the nutrients that you need, and you shouldn't be restricting fucking calories. You should be eating until you're full. The reason why you still feel hungry is because you're not getting the nutrients that you need. Your hormones are imbalanced because you haven't reset the body. You're dealing with inflammation, and your body is literally in fucking pain. Your body is literally dealing with a war inside the intestines, inside the bloodstream. Your body is literally fighting the foods that you're eating, and that is why you're not losing weight. That is why you're not satisfied. You're not getting what you need. Now, if you consume full nutrient foods, and I don't care what your beliefs are, whether you want to save the trees or save the animals, whatever you want to do, okay? That's up to you. That's individual. If you feel like you could be healthy and be a vegan, fine. But fatty, grass-fed beef, tons of fucking nutrients, sweet potatoes, kale, broccoli, vegetables. Tell me you're gonna overeat that shit. And I think it was yesterday or the day before. Well, yeah, yesterday we were talking about building muscle. Try overeating. There is no way in hell I'm saying that calories don't matter for weight gain or weight loss. But my point is, you don't need to count calories to lose weight. You know why? Because when you're eating those foods, it's extremely hard to eat 3,000 calories of chicken or grass-fed beef and broccoli and vegetables. Do you know how many calories vegetables have? Have you ever looked at a bag of broccoli? You eat an entire fucking bag, there's like 50 calories. And it's extremely filling. Try overeating broccoli. Try overeating sweet potatoes. Try overeating beef. Like, try overeating it to the point where, like, oh my God, I'm eating too much, I'm gaining weight. You'll feel sick to your stomach long before you even get there. Why? Because fat is extremely satisfying. Because broccoli and kale and those vegetables have tons of fiber. So do sweet potatoes. and you get tons of vitamin A, vitamin C, all these different minerals and vitamins. It is extremely filling and satisfying for the body. And this is why people don't gain weight, or they don't get huge, or they don't get like disgusting when you eat healthy food. Don't forget, you're also exercising and lifting weights. We're not talking about just eating, we're talking about being active and taking an active approach to your lifestyle. What about stress relief? Okay, yoga, meditation, less stress, less cortisol, less fat storage, less water retention. You have to look at it the right way. If you are trying to educate someone on how to change their life and how to change their nutrition, I, with every ounce of my being, do not believe that calorie restriction is the answer. It's proper education with the right food. No one that's on those shows like the 600-pound club, no one, my 600-pound life, no one is doing that eating the right foods. It's all garbage. It's all fucking garbage with zero exercise. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. It's nauseating that those shows exist and people are watching that fucking shit. That's the reason. That's the reason. Okay? So it doesn't mean that you can never adjust your macros. It doesn't mean that you can never get granular with your calorie counting. Are you a pro bodybuilder? Are you trying to step on stage? Are you getting ready for a photo shoot? Then, okay, you can get a little bit more detailed. But are you a fucking average person that likes to work out, that wants to look better and lose weight, extra body fat, extra water weight, and shed some extra weight? We're talking about the weight that you have that shouldn't be on your body. We're talking about the weight that you have around your midsection, around your arms, around your chest, on your thighs, on your ass, the weight that you have on your body that you shouldn't have. And then once you have that foundation, you get rid and you kind of reset and get your body back to where it fucking should be. Then if you want to bulk up, okay, eat more of the foods that you know you should be eating now. You want to lose more? Okay, eat less of the foods that you should be eating as long as you're getting the right amount of nutrients. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's take some questions. I mean, if you disagree, put in the comments below. Like, I never said ever that calorie counting is a joke, that it doesn't exist, that calories are a fucking myth. So anyone that says that, you are just blind or too lazy to read a fucking caption, and stop wasting everyone's time and stop wasting up my fucking eye space for that stupid fucking response, because I never said that. You have to understand the concept before you can make a response argument. I never said that calorie counting doesn't exist or that it doesn't affect anything. But it's absolutely the worst place to start. It's the worst fucking place to start. It's the worst place to start. That's why diets fail. That's also why these industries are super fucking profitable, because they sell you on the number. You know why? Because it's easy to comprehend that. It's easy to comprehend, oh, this is lower number. This is better for me because it's a lower number. Oh, don't eat too high of this number. Okay, I'll eat lower this number. It's easy, like it's almost instant gratification in a realm where there's no instant gratification. It's instant gratification because you can see on paper, okay, that's 200, this is 100, okay, and I did that, cool. And you put in your app and you see the little pie chart, like, oh, cool, I hit that goal. How's that working out for you? It's fucking miserable. You have to calculate and weigh and scale and chart fucking everything, and you're focusing on the wrong shit. This is why you're not getting results, because you're not focusing on your training and you're not focusing on eating the right foods. Once you level up, it's like playing a fucking video game and getting to the next level. You gotta complete level 1 before you get to level 2, champ. You gotta fucking level up. Once you have that down and that base, sure, then you move up. I get people commenting, well, if you want to get below this percentage body fat, you gotta start counting calories. Who here is trying to get fucking sub 10 or sub 5% body fat naturally? Get the fuck out of here. Someone commented on Instagram, I wanted to virtually slap him right in the fucking dick tip. Yeah, well, you have to count calories. You're trying to get under 5%. First off, no one's getting under 5%, barely even with anabolic steroids, let alone fucking naturally. Jackasses. Fucking no one. 5%? No one you have no fucking idea what body fat percentage is if you think it's possible to get under 5% naturally. Fucktard. This is the issue. This is the ignorance that we live in our society. There's so much stupidity and so much just lack of common sense. Just fucking lack of common sense. It doesn't mean that science doesn't exist. It means that the approach is wrong. The mind game, where you're starting from. You have to get the basics right before you can move on. Then, once you master that and you figure out what you're doing and what foods don't give you fucking diarrhea, which foods doesn't cause you bloating and gas, which foods doesn't cause you insomnia and joint pain and elevated heart rate and all these fucking issues and migraines and things that you attribute to stress and, oh, I'm tired. No, it's the bread that you fucking ate earlier and it gives you chronic migraines. So that is what I'm saying. You have to start in the right place and then you can level up to other things. It's not just a number. Your body is not a number. And not to mention, your body is different than mine. And everyone that's watching right now, live or later or listening, every single person is fucking different when it comes to nutrition. Everyone's different. Why? Because each of you has an absolutely different bacterial profile that digests food. And you're going to have to approach your nutrition differently. And that is what I try to educate you. And that's why I lead you through the elimination process, because then it helps you figure out the right foods for you. And then you, for the rest of your life, can make the best decisions. And then you can start playing around with calories or macros and figuring out the best thing for you. But how the fuck is anyone going to just tell you, do this is the best way? That's a scam in itself. And then the calories are just the wrong approach from the beginning. It's just the wrong approach to start. This is amazing how people get triggered when you start talking about calories. Yeah, because you're a fucking sheep and you've been led to believe that calories, oh, let me count. Like follow the fucking bouncing ball. You're a drone. You're a drone in society and you've been told that and it's just fucking incorrect. It pisses me off. Common sense is not common. No shit. No shit, Tim. Increase work, increase fat burn, simple. Yeah, I mean, energy out, sure. Like if you're more active, you're using more energy. Now, depending on the type of activity, your body adapts to that very well. That's why someone can be overweight, but be walking around in a warehouse all day long. Like your body adapts to low intensity exercise very well. Don't forget, fam, your body doesn't want to get rid of extra fat. So once you have extra fat, it's hard to lose for a reason because that's extra. It's like money in the bank. Your body is saving that. So just because you decide to lose fat doesn't mean your body is going to change everything that it does. And all of a sudden, oh, okay, well, Johnny wants to lose fat now, so whoop, there it goes. You have to like train your body and like teach it. It's like training a fucking dog. It doesn't happen in a day. It takes weeks or months or whatever. So the issues that you have and the problems that you've caused over the last 10, 20, 30 years, the fact that you think you're going to fucking reverse that in a few weeks or a month or two, you're out of your mind. It's going to take you months and years. So fucking strap in or don't do it, right? Like I said yesterday, if you don't really want to do it, then you won't do it. If you want it, you do whatever it takes. It's that simple. So fucking do it or don't. Take this for what it's worth. If you don't want to believe me, then don't believe me and go buy a diet plan or go suck down some fat burners and shit. You're not going to be happy with the results. You're going to be coming back here and, oh, I should have listened to you before. Okay. Some of you are going to take this to heart. Some of you have already done it and see the results. You see in the comments. You see in the comments, people here that already have seen amazing results. I posted shit earlier. I mean, I always post that on my Instagram story, and I post that sometimes on my news feed and my actual like posts and videos. People that have stopped counting and eating the right stuff, and they're losing mad weight. Why? Reducing inflammation, not eating the foods that are causing them problems. Down the line, if their results plateau, okay, then you can start analyzing the caloric intake. But getting rid of those bad foods, that's the most important thing. Conrad Skelton on Instagram, very true. Day-to-day nutrition is key and it's different for everyone. Stress eating is a big challenge. Have to train myself out of it, but getting better. Yeah, and stress eating, why do you think you have stress? Because people are not balancing their life well, not exercising. Stress is caused by improper eating. Stress is also caused by not meditating and not balancing out your lifestyle. Stress is also caused by not doing what you love to do. Most of you are doing jobs or doing work that you fucking hate. That causes enough stress in itself. You're spending your entire life doing shit that you fucking don't like. Why do you think you have stress? Why do you think you have stress? You have a job to pay for a car, to get you to a job so you can pay for your car, to get you to a job so you can keep on paying for your car, to pay for your house so you can sleep, so you can, it's like a cycle. You have a job so you can pay for shit that you don't fucking need. Some of the stuff you don't need. So if you're not happy You're going to be stressed. And if you're stressed, you're going to stress eat, and then you're going to blame it on fucking whatever. It's just important to understand where it's coming from and where to start. And I'm tired of people talking about calories because this is not the most important thing. Yes, it's a factor. Yes, it can help. And it's just higher level. It's just not the foundation. If you're thinking about a pyramid and building it nice and strong, it's not the base level. It's in the middle somewhere. And then it gets, higher up all the way to the top. But the base, the big fucking base layer is, what are you eating? What the fuck are you putting in your mouth? Are you eating human food? Are you fundamentally eating shit that's fucking causing you problems? It doesn't matter if you're nitpicking the calories if you're eating something that fucking sucks. If you're eating literal dog shit, you're not eating the right food. Does it matter if you're eating 150 calories of dog shit or 1,000 calories of dog shit? You're still eating dog shit. And it's going to fucking cause you problems. So my recommendation is stop eating dog shit. Stop eating dog shit. I dig what you're saying, Sean. Thank you. Lynn, I'm losing weight every day. Yeah, bro. And Lynn Smith on Facebook, you've lost like what, 100 pounds already, or at least 80 pounds. Are you counting calories, or are you focusing on what you're eating? Vince, 50 pounds lost, elimination diet. Fuck yeah, bro. Now, that doesn't mean that you're never, ever, ever going to count calories. But once your results, like you're still losing, it's like, don't change horses in midstream, like rock it. Once you start plateauing, you start hitting that base. All right, now you want to take it up a notch, then start analyzing what you're doing. And then you can get more detail, but you already have that habit, like you're already locked in. And then it's easy to adjust things here and there, but it's not the fucking ground floor. Great discussion, Swole. Thanks, Chris. Let's see what YouTube's got. They disappear. He feeds the beard raw bacon. Ha! I love sucking down bone broth. Speaking of bone broth, Papa Swolio. Lynn's down 81 pounds. Hell yeah, bro. 81 pounds. For the Spanish-speaking people, 81. 81. All right, any other questions? We're about to sign off here. Don't fix what ain't broke. I agree. Thoughts on Polynesian genetics? In the islands, average Polynesians look like gods amongst men. I have no thoughts on it. What, like The Rock? Genetics? Thoughts on Polynesian? They're big? It's genetics. It's genetics. Black people are naturally more athletic in general. Polynesians are huge. It's just okay. It's just facts. How do you reheat your broth? Stove? Don't put it in the microwave. Don't be a criminal. If you have it in a glass, like in a jar, like what we call what the fuck am I calling it? I don't know, whatever, like a glass jar. I don't even know why I'm not saying it properly. But the glass jar, take the top off and put it like maybe in a pot, like maybe with halfway up to water, and turn it on medium, and then just keep on stirring it, like the glass, the mason jar. As long as you put it in the pot when like the water's not hot yet, like you put it on the stove in the pot with water and turn it on, the glass will heat up. It won't crack or anything. Just heat it up in the mason jar. It's glass. Fiji people are massive. I know you're talking about nutrition and calories. Love it, but can you give a plug to yoga? Or recommend a plug to yoga? I always talk about yoga. Or recommend which episodes to watch. I don't know what the episodes are. If anyone wants to search for a specific episode, go on YouTube and type in Swolenormous, space, and then whatever it is. So if you go on YouTube and just, like in the search bar, type in Swolenormous, space, yoga, it's all in the tags. It'll pull up all my episodes on yoga. It should pull up most, if not all of them. This is episode 692. I have no idea which episode's which. Or is it 693? Did I number it wrong? I don't know. Whatever. I'll fix it later if it is. So I have no idea which episode's which, especially off the top of my head. But that's why they're all on. That's why what's it called? That's why I have them all on YouTube. They're easily searchable. What do you think about Alpha Destiny advice with stretching exercise for gains? I have no idea. I have no idea what his advice is for stretching. No fucking idea. I don't watch his content. I'm aware of the channel, but I have no idea. Like literally, fam, I don't sit here and watch like videos, other people's videos. Like rarely. I'm too busy making my own. So you have to like let me know what does the person say, because I don't know what he says. My kid thinks it's worthless, so that's why I ask. For what? Your kid thinks what's worthless? I know you're talking about nutrition. Oh, yoga's worthless? Oh, not at all. Yoga is one of the foundations of my progress and why I minimize injury. And that's why I have it in all my programs on Swolenormous X. Yoga is yoga is I wish I did yoga from the moment I started weight training. Next to like weightlifting, if not more important, is yoga. 100,000%. If you're not doing yoga, you are missing an absolute pillar of your fitness. So if you want to replay that for your kid, yoga is the absolute shit. Let's see. This might be an old question, but I'm new. Your content, you said you buy your own beef. What kind? Grass-fed beef. 100% grass-fed. Make sure when you get your beef or your animal proteins, 100% grass-fed. Ooh, and grass-finished. A lot of beef says grass-fed. If it's not grass-finished or it says 100%, it's fed grain at the end of its life, and it destroys the meat profile. So just make sure it's grass-fed, grass-finished. And of course, if you get steaks or ribeyes, yeah, they can get really fucking pricey. I'm not sitting here eating grass-fed ribeyes all day at like $25 a pound, but grass-fed ground beef, you're investing in your health. So like if you're consuming something like that, you can get them at stores now for $7, $8 a pound. I know it sounds expensive. I mean, if you're feeding a family of 6 or 7, you shouldn't have had so many fucking kids. They're expensive if you haven't noticed, but it's important. You're not paying for medical bills later. You're choosing the right foods up front. So measure your cost. Like if you think about it, you buy a bag of Tostitos, it says like $4.50. Yeah, and there's fucking absolutely no value in there. So you spend $1 or $2 more, and you get a pound of quality beef. Let's see. Lynn. So Lynn lost over 80 pounds, and he says, I have no idea how many calories I eat. Good, bro. And then if the weight stalls eventually, then you can start looking maybe at caloric intake. If your weight loss stalls, until then, just keep on focusing on eating the right foods and exercising. Do you eat when you're hungry, or do you do mini meals? I eat when I remember to eat. I don't mean like that, like I just don't care about my eating, but I'm trying to be more conscious of my eating because I do a lot of like computer work, or I'm in front of the camera a lot. It's hard for me sometimes. So I like to make my food ahead of time. I'll cook like a bunch at once. I go to the fridge, just take it out, I just eat it cold. But sometimes I won't eat. Sometimes I'll end up, I guess, quote unquote, fasting because I'll wake up and just kind of get to work and I'll eat later on. But I'm trying to eat more. I feel better when I eat earlier in the day. When I wake up, have like coffee, whatever, and I also eat earlier, I feel better. I feel better. Every once in a while, the intermittent fasting is cool, but regularly, I'm not a fan of like, right. That's me. That's me. That's me. I buy like 20 pounds of grass-fed beef when it's on sale and freeze it. That's the best. My freezer, that's where I have everything. My freezer is absolutely packed. And I'll tell you, um, yeah. That's what I do. I even freeze broth. Like when I have like a real good batch, I'll freeze some in the mason jar. You take it out, let it cool to room temperature, throw it in the freezer, and then you have it whenever. It'll probably be good for what, like 6 months or a year or something like that. Take another comment or two. Or do you think there's a difference in taste between grass-fed and non-grass-fed? Absolutely. If you don't taste a difference, then yeah, it's a fucking a billion percent. Absolutely. It tastes so much better. So much better. So much better. And I eat like usually 55% lean, maybe 75% lean. I eat a lot of fat. I eat a lot of fat. Yeah, it tastes a ton different. What about ground turkey compared to beef? Ground turkey doesn't have the nutrient value that beef does. I don't like turkey. The taste tells you everything. Turkey is very lean, chicken's very lean. That's why they both taste. That's why chicken tastes like shit. That's why chicken. I fucking hate chicken. I don't like the taste at all. I think chicken is just like dog food. Gross. Just lean meat. It's like, just think about naturally. Think about naturally what it tastes like. Chicken plain is like fucking disgusting, but fatty, grass-fed beef, like it tastes great even plain because there's fat. Like your body wants fat. Your body wants fat. And this is okay, my opinion, but there's a lot of science that supports it. But like your body wants fat for a reason. There's a reason why it tastes good. You know, for hundreds and hundreds of years, like people feed the lean meat to the dogs. Like the dogs get the the bones or the ligaments and the fucking lean beef, and people ate the fat. Why do you think the fatty meats are more expensive? Because they taste better. Lean meat's the fucking anus. It's gross. What about the digestive side of red meat? I don't have any problems. Venison and game and wild game is good. I mean, don't forget, you're not just eating meat. I'm not saying carnivore like you're just, like you're just eating meat. Like, get a lot of veggies. Like, you're eating a lot of vegetables and stuff. Like, you're getting plenty of fiber. It aids with motility. And, like, I mean, you want to talk about balance? Everyone's going to have their own balance. Butter, good or bad? Better be good. I eat a lot of butter. Grass-fed butter, unsalted. I like the Kerrygold or something of the like, or something Mediterranean or French, from A2 cows. I love butter. I love butter. Huge difference in taste. Yeah, I agree. It's a huge difference in taste. It's kind of like eggs. Does anyone have chickens? Or anyone ever have like free like ranging chickens and shit? Has anyone? I did growing up for a while. We had chickens. And one of the biggest differences, if you want to know the difference between like pastured, like real free chickens that are able to like walk around and peck at bugs and shit, and eat like the mass produced fucking white eggs in the store, like the 500 for $1 kind of thing. You taste those, like the yolk is like light. It's fucking like really light, almost clear, like really. You get fresh eggs from like the hen house, and the yolk is dark gold. It's just like a fucking like brownish yellow. And I remember the first time I had them, it tasted like there was cheese on them. They were so rich, and it was like, so then you just see the difference, like literally night and day, because those the chickens at home are getting lots of nutrients, they're getting a lot of exercise, they're getting out, they're healthier, they don't have the stress, they're not caged up and packed into a cage and stressed and with disease and shit like that. Totally different. Does your Prime Club have my Prime Club? You mean Swolenormous X? Yes, there's the entire nutrition jumpstart, as well as there's a nutrition guide as well in. So the nutrition jumpstart in Swolenormous X walks you through the elimination diet, and like I said, fam, also. What's today? Thursday? By Monday. So you'll see some links. And like I said, those of you that are members of Swolenormous X, you'll see it pop up in your workshops. And I'll give you an alert in the live chat feature. Those of you that are members, when the workshop is available to you. But it's going to be available to everyone. It's 100% free. It's a brand new online training called the Anti-Diet. And when I start giving you all the links, I'll put it in my Instagram profile. I'll give you a swipe up link. And it's just under an hour, and it breaks down the elimination diet, talks about everything like we talked about here, but I'm up with the board, I'm breaking it down, I'm explaining a lot. So that's going to be coming out, I'm just saying Monday at the latest. So you'll see me like putting that out all over the place. But yes, in Swolenormous X, there's a lot of nutrition content. There's an entire video series and PDFs and stuff like that that help you walk you through and figure out and determine. No, don't forget, you also get access to the private Facebook group, and there's a forum on the site where you can ask questions and get a lot of feedback and get a lot of ideas, recipes, and help with all this. Because everyone that's in Swolenormous X does this. Everyone's been doing it and seeing fucking ridiculous results. What was it, Chase Welty? He lost over 100 pounds just doing the elimination diet and getting rid of these foods, not counting calories. When you're training hard and you're eating the right foods, like you're not gonna overeat. You're not gonna overeat. You're not gonna overeat. And anyone that thinks you're gonna overeat, you're not doing it right, or you haven't tried it. You've never really like I've counted calories, and this is coming from someone. I'm not just some like jabroni that's saying don't count calories. Like I've done that. I've weighed. I've measured every fucking thing for a long time. So I know exactly what 3,000 calories of beef and fucking sweet potatoes looks like, and broccoli. Like I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like, and it feels like fucking vomit. Trust me, it feels like vomit. you're just literally going to throw up because you're stuffing your face. So don't worry, like literally, don't worry. Like if you're overeating on the right foods, you're literally doing everything in your power to gain size and to bulk up because it's hard. You're literally force feeding yourself. So if that's the case, yeah, you're going to fucking gain weight, Sonny Jim. What do you expect? But you will feel full. I fucking guarantee it. I guarantee it. You're not gonna accidentally gain weight eating sweet potatoes and fucking kale and broccoli and grass-fed beef. Like you're gonna be fucking full and sick to your stomach before you even come close to overeating. Especially if you're exercising too and lifting weights. Nah, not gonna happen. Do you ever deadlift? Yup, I do. All right, good questions. Great. And oh, we got some more stuff. What brand butter? A Kerrygold. You can find that pretty much everywhere. Getting ready to throw a couple grass-fed New York strips on the grill. How about pork? I have bacon. I like my high-quality bacon. I don't like pork like as a meat. Yeah. Yeah, organ meats are great. Actually, I just got some grass-fed beef with a beef heart in it. So a lot of organ meats are great too. You get a ton of nutrients. Yeah, such a deep colored yolk, so rich, absolutely. Eating all that fat, do you have cholesterol problems? No, you don't get cholesterol from food. Your body creates cholesterol. So if you're actually eating low cholesterol, your body will overproduce cholesterol. So high cholesterol does not mean issues. It's usually your LDL, your low density lipoprotein. So your LDL cholesterol, if you have high HDL, you're fine. So there's the whole cholesterol, the numbers game, right? Like, oh, cholesterol, you're not raising cholesterol by eating cholesterol. That's another fucking classic myth. Your favorite supplements for joint health? I don't take any. I mean, omega 3s are great, but I mean, I get that from my beef and from bone broth and stuff. Literally, collagen and those types of things are great. Bone broth takes care of all that. You don't need to be sucking down glucosamine and those types of things. Just get it from your bone broth. You get the glycine, proline, collagen. My fucking knees, my joints feel amazing just having bone broth every day. All right, fam. Awesome shit. Mike Stuttle, I got off my cholesterol meds by following these diets. I started with the elimination diet and got off my stomach meds also. That's fucking awesome. How do I make kale? I like to saute it a little bit. I put some butter in the pan and I saute it, a little bit, cooks a little bit. I don't have it raw. Ugh. Or if you make a smoothie, but I haven't done smoothies in a while. Kale and eggs. Kale, what Lynn said, kale and eggs is great. A little butter in the pan with kale. And just so you all know, what's actually really fucking cool, is it's behind the scenes. I haven't really talked about it, but I'm putting together like an entire like cookbook recipe, like a whole recipe book for like Papa Swolio's, like what I do. So all my recipes and all the things I eat. So that's, I mean, don't hold your breath. Like it's coming, but like I'm doing it right. So it's going to be a really cool resource. At least what I do, and then you can take from it. But literally, remember that's what we're doing. That's what we're here for. Is that you don't just follow what I do. I'm trying to help you and lead you to figure out what's best for you. That's what the elimination process is. That's what that's all about is you go through it, you figure out your sensitivities, you figure out your allergic reactions, you figure out what's best for you, and then you come back just being like, oh, what do you eat? What do you do? Okay, let me do that. If you go from eating not a lot of fat to fucking going grass-fed ham and like fucking ham, not literal ham, but like going like hard as a motherfucker, and bone broth and MC2 oil and butter, you're gonna be shitting out your eyeballs just because the fat your body is not equipped to process it. So you have to like shift over to these things. Okay, don't forget that you can't just do these like, boom, raw vegan. Like you're gonna have a lot of stomach upset. You're gonna feel like shit, like fucking shit, because your body is not equipped to handle and to digest completely different foods out of the blue. Like you need to transition. Oh, I like that. I eat kale raw, season it with olive oil, lemon juice, honey, vinegar, chopped parsley, salt, and pepper. That sounds good. That sounds tasty. I'm not a fan of raw kale. A lot of times with vegetables and with things like that, like sauteing actually makes them more bioavailable. Like they're actually easier absorbed. So raw stuff sometimes can cause people issues, but like that's something you have to try. So that's a cool recipe or mixture and whatnot. Matt Lydell, read The Big Fat Surprise, tells all. That's a great book. What about oats, cheese, and dark chocolate? I like dark chocolate, but when I say dark, I mean like 85, like dark as pho. But oats are a no for me. I wouldn't recommend. That's something you eliminate. Cheese is something you eliminate because it's dairy. Uh, yeah, it's a cookbook. It's gonna be a cookbook, recipes and cookbook, like how I prepare it. It's simple. And a lot of for a long time, I was just like, oh, I don't need to recipes this. Like, oh, fucking recipes. Like you eat this, you just put the food in your mouth. But I realized like subtly, like I do have like recipes. Like there are certain ways I prepare things, so I'm gonna share that, and I'll make that available. Like Swolenormous X members will have access to that. When that's long, but that's coming. That's not the next thing that's releasing. The next thing that's coming up is that anti-diet workshop, which is gonna be fucking fire. So I'll give you guys all the updates on that real soon. Make sure if you are on my email list. Hold on, burp. Ooh, you like that? That was holy woo, Papa Swolio on a live cast. Whew, that was intense. I feel like taking a nap now. All right, anyway, but what was I gonna say? Those of you that are on the email list, you're gonna get the updates because there's certain changes that are coming to the special offers for Swolenormous X. Those are disappearing, so those are gonna be no more. So if you haven't yet hooked into the community, you could lock down and grandfather those membership rates ASAP. But I'll give you more details if you're on the mailing list. You'll see some deets on that in the next couple days because a bunch of things are changing because this is the official 3-month period. Boom. Swolenormous X is 3 months old. Maybe a little bit more, but like the real launch in December, in the end of December, January 1st, with the best year ever workshop. Everyone, boom, fucking got on it. And so those amazing fucking specials are gone. Like the buy 6 months, get 6 months free. Like those things are like that's going to be in the wind. So make sure that you, if you're interested in hooking in, if you already have it, you're locked in. You could renew that. Like you'll be good. Whatever rates you have, I grandfather everything. So whatever you have, when things go up, you're already good to go. So if you're already a member, don't worry. You're hooked up. But if you're thinking about hooking in, now is the time. So you can message me with any questions, or you can visit swolenormousx.com and check it out for yourself. So I am out. I'm going to go get some more shit done. Make sure if you haven't yet, checked out my brand new vlog, Swole Motion, on YouTube. So if you're not following me on YouTube, go check it out. Swole Motion 112. And that is going to be, I'm going to do my best to make that a daily little diary vlog, giving you the behind the scenes and the behind the scenes and the details. Looking forward to having you in there, Kobe, for sure. So the Swole Motion is going to be like behind the scenes, tell you what's going on, a little bit of what's going on in the mind, maybe some Q&A stuff, but really straight shooting, probably about 5 to 10 minute videos, but going to do a daily output. And I think that's going to be freaking sweet. I've always wanted to make that daily again. But I think I kind of found the flow of what I want to do with it. So check out the latest. Drop a like, comment. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, make sure you go and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow. So peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose. I'll see you all on Swolenormous X. Papa Swolio. Out. Later. Have a good night, guys. Peace, peace, peace. Do I want to end the live video? Yes, I do. Peace out, fam. Laters, McGators. Peace, peace, peace.